I'm Blake, the only son of billionaire CEO Richard Sterling. But my mom Brenda never liked me. She treats her nephew Chad like her own son. Chad's been living large, pretending to be the Sterling heir. At a fancy charity gala, Chad beat me to the head of the table. He said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Blake, honey, mom only brought you along to see how the other half lives. Remember, even though you don't have the Sterling name, everything you do reflects on us. Don't embarrass us." Normally I would have panicked, I would have stammered, but thankfully I got a do-over. I looked at Chad and smirked. I planted a swift kick to his behind, sending him sprawling. Some people just aren't cut out for the big leagues. One little gala and you think you're king of the world. Sterling's? You'll be 6 feet under before you earn that right. Chad hit the floor. The room went dead silent. Our butler, Mrs. Henderson, nearly dropped her dentures, scrambling to help him up. I fixed her with a glare that could kill. "Mrs. Henderson, how long have you worked for the Sterlings? You still can't tell who's the boss around here." Her hand froze midair. Her eyes grew wide. "Mr. Blake." I swaggered to the head seat, slowly sipped my champagne. I said, "What, you want to help him up? Go for it. I'll tell Dad to fire you as soon as he gets back." The word fire hit her like a lightning bolt. Her face went white. She shook her head so hard I thought it might come off. She backed away from Chad, terrified to even look at him. Chad's eyes flickered with panic. He gave the crowd a wounded look, trying to elicit sympathy. Worked. People were frowning in my direction. Brad Johnson, son of the marketing VP at Sterling Enterprises, was the first to lose it. He stormed over, helped Chad up, and got right in my face. Who do you think you are? Treating Chad like that? Yeah, everyone knows Chad's the next CEO. Who even are you? I scoffed, of course. In my past life I was a pushover. My mom never took me to these events. Chad ran wild. No one even knew the real Sterling heir existed. I looked Brad Johnson dead in the eye. I said, "You're just some VP's kid. You really want to go to bat for someone else? You." Brad Johnson was caught off guard. He grabbed a glass of champagne, ready to throw it in my face. Oh, people screamed. I sat still. With one quick hand gesture, I intercepted the glass. All the champagne splattered right back at Brad. Chad jumped to his feet. "Like, you think you can do whatever you want just because you're related to the family? I was being nice enough to bring you to this thing. Don't waste my efforts." Brad Johnson, wiping champagne from his face, yelled at the security guards, "What are you waiting for? Get him out of here. I'll tell my dad and you'll be fired." I raised my chin. I let a sarcastic smile spread across my face. "I'm Richard Sterling's son. Let's see who touches me." Chad's face turned ashen. He turned to Mrs. Henderson. "Mrs. Henderson, tell them, who's the Sterling heir?" She was still shaking from my earlier threat. She didn't dare answer. She kept her head down. I wasn't worried. I looked at Mrs. Henderson calmly. "Go get my mom." She looked up shocked. My mom, Brenda Sterling, would usually turn a blind eye to Chad's schemes, but still she did as she was told. Chad scoffed. "Fine, let's get mom's opinion. See who's really in the wrong." I scanned the crowd. No one here had more power than me. This party was supposed to be celebrating Sterling Enterprises' new international offices, but it was just an excuse for people to suck up to my family. Brenda never wanted me here. She liked Chad better than her own son. If my dad, who was in Europe, hadn't called and told me to have fun, I'd still be stuck at home. Last time around, Chad tormented me. Brenda watched. I wondered why. Why would my own mom treat me like this? It wasn't until my last breath that I finally understood. I'll make them pay. Soon, Brenda Sterling will have more problems than she can handle. Before long, Mrs. Henderson returned. It wasn't Brenda, but the family's longtime housekeeper, Martha. Next to her was a woman, Ashley Carter, daughter of the Carter's supermarket chain. Last time, I saved her from getting hit by a car. She acted like I had the plague and hooked up with Chad. She helped him humiliate me and spread rumors about me. Ashley looked at me with disgust. She checked Chad over, relieved. "Chad, are you okay?" Martha chimed in.